We'll check the volume and make sure. Oh, I did hit the start already because I brain farted and kept going. Hello, everybody. My name is Enviroboy, or so I pretend it is when I'm starting recordings. You may call me Scott. We're playing Subnautica, the 20th episode in this ongoing campaign to explore alien oceans and pretend I understand what my goal or function is through it all. It's a big, intense game with lots going on here, and I don't know much about it beyond that. But we're playing it, and so it shall be that we continue to play and enjoy it. We have explored giant balls of glowy lights and the associated life pods with the shocky, graspy eels. We found some stuff, but now I think, now that we have completed our exploration of all of the so far discovered waypoints, we'll return to our life pod and perhaps consider trying to actually construct things now. We have lots of blueprints, and maybe it would be good. Oh, shoot, this reminds me, there's something that I needed to check out. 1 second. Okay, we can resume. I was gonna look up and see what I was supposed to do for the making the upgrades of the sea moth, and and now I see I have to make the moon pool. So we'll have to construct one of those things, and we'll just probably put it back at our base. It might seem a little less than fully efficient to put everything at the base, but organization is key when you're as insane as I am, and this is how I operate and consider things. So this is what we'll be doing with it. And once we've built a couple upgrades, we'll find the resources we need to build upgrades for both the sea moth here as well as our swimsuits, so that we can go deeper and all of that stuff. And then after that, we will begin a campaign of exploration using the treasure map that I've found to, do exactly that exploration, and go from there that way and figure out what there is to do elsewhere in this game. We have some vague semblances of potential ideas, like preventing an ecological disaster by trying to stop the nuclear engines from exploding in the giant ship, but also at the same time, last time we tried to do that, we got consumed by a giant creature, so it seems like it might have limited potential for us at the time being, until we've unlocked better ways of not dying. So we'll continue to explore and just find resources and kind of make use of those types of things. But for now, we'll come up here. We'll just park this over here as though we were in like some sort of landing zone. And then let's see about a moon pool. What do we need to make a moon pool? We wanted to make the exterior. What does it count? Maybe it's a base piece. Yeah, there we go. The moon pool. We need titanium ingots, lubricant, and lead. So we go in here. First, we'll make the ingots.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We have lubricant at this time. I don't know if we have lubricant at this time. What's in this one? We do have a lubricant. And we'll look for the lead in the ingots. We've got lead. Wait, hold on. How much do we need of any of these things? It would behoove me to pay attention to these things and think about them. Vehicle. We want... Where's the exterior modules? Vehicle upgrades, modification station, Cyclops, base pieces. We want the moon pool. We need 2 titanium ingots. We could probably achieve that by just having a bunch of titanium with us and going and making ingots out of it. Fabricator, resources. I need 10. Good lord, that's so much titanium. I wasn't expecting to see that much. I think we've got it, but man, it's gonna take a while for us to do that. Oh shoot, we have spoiled rotten food. We'll lose. Can we just drop that? We can't. Hold on, let me go outside and drop the rotten food. It doesn't. We have the fruits. We don't even need this. We can just go away. We'll eat that one. That one's got a little bit of nutritional value left to it. But, it's mostly just a problem for us. If we eat these, though, those are good and not a problem. We can eat that. And that's great. So now we can come into our lockers and just fill up with as much of the titanium as we can. I think I've got more in there. Oh, yeah, we got the titanium out the wazoo. We've had so much of it. Oh, my God. Just go. We'll make the titanium ingots. They look like the pictures of tiny pills of titanium that weigh 1,000 pounds apiece. And we can take them with us and carry them around. And we just fit them in our pockets. And it's fine. It's not a big deal. Don't stop making a big deal of it, okay? Because it's not a big deal. We just have so much of it. And that's fine. So now we can come out here and we can build ourselves a moon pool. Or whatever it is. Yeah, the moon pool. And we have to figure out where we can put the moon pool. It doesn't want to go anywhere comfortably. It's too big. Oh my God, it's so big. Why is it in the way of everything? It can go anywhere except for any convenient place that I'd want to make it. If we want to rotate it, hold on. We rotate this guy and put him. Hold on, how are we going to be able to do that? We could put it right there. Why not? We'll put it right there. That seems fair. It's all part of the base and it can go there. And that's functional. Now we do this. I don't want to construct anything. I want to just do the. Okay, so now how do we do we go in through here? How does the moon pool work? We have the moon pool. From there, it doesn't make sense. It just has a big giant brick. And like, how do we get inside? Oh, we have to go in this way. Wait, do I have to be able to bring my stuff in? Like, bring my ships in here? Hold on.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort.
I don't know that I feel comfortable being...
May be partly alleviated by
okay, we've already made this joke. I don't think this is going to be a functional thing for us. I got to move this, because I got to be able... Well, hey, wait. Maybe we can still bring it in underneath there. What if we... I understand now how it works. I'm supposed to be able to bring the thing in. But if we...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Bring it in here. Can we... How do I go lower? If we go down here... And then come in here... And then it docks right up there. And it's nice and secured that way. So now we've got it there. I feel like we've already done the joke about... Oops. Oh, jeez. The joke about being Tom Hanks and... With the stuff and making... Okay, access upgrades. If we... Okay, wait, hold on. How do I manufacture the upgrades? Maybe I need to build a vehicle upgrade station or something. If we pull an interior piece... What do we have? Bioreactor, nuclear reactor. Okay, interior modules, perhaps. Power cell aquarium. Modification, fabricator radio. Medical... Unclear to me how I'm supposed to be able to do all this stuff. We build our benches and desks and all kinds of things that we don't need. If we... Wait. We not... So I thought this was how I would make the upgrades, but apparently there's limitations here. Do I have... Hold on, if I look at my blueprints... Nope, sorry, the blueprints. Base rooms... Don't need rooms. We need the thermal plant, power transmitter, spotlight, base attached air pump, bulkhead, vehicle upgrade console. I want... Oh, I see. I need pieces for that. But, like, where's... How do I make that? No. Oh, there it is. Titanium computer chip and copper wire. So let's go to our thing and we'll make that. Oh, great. And now it's nighttime, so we can't see a doggone thing. So it shall be that we'll deal with everything here as we find it and need to make it. Hold on, I want that. Is this? Let's pin this one. Okay, pin that recipe. With these other recipes, we can probably unpin. I don't know. I don't recall why I had them pinned, but we probably don't need them anymore. We can get. Where's the? I don't even know what things I have pinned right now. We can unpin that one. And the sea moth. Where are the vehicles? Here are equipment, tools, machines, mobile vehicle bay. Get rid of that. Okay, so if we just need that, we need computer chip, 3 titaniums, and copper wire. I think we have copper wire, don't we? Got the copper wire, so now we just have to make the computer chip. Which, what does that require? If we wanted to make a computer chip, I need table coral, sample, some gold, and one more copper. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 copper. We'll need another copper wire. Oh, it's a Gordian knot of things that need to be constantly manufactured. There's so many things. It's so complicated. So we need 2 copper ores. We're gonna need some gold, and then so we need that. And if we want to make the computer chip here, we can do that. So we got to make 1 more copper wire, so that way we can then make the computer chip and still have a copper wire. It's so complicated. Oh my god. Okay, let's just get out of here. We don't have any table shelf. Shoot. Okay, we got to go outside and find the table shelf. Let's go do that. We should be able to find that, no problem. There's this thing. This is what we need now. We find the table shelf. Is this table shelf? Table coral. There we go. Cut some of this off. Wait, no, where'd that sample go? There we go, thank you. Just take a couple. We might as well just collect up a bunch of it because we can store some of it. I don't know exactly how much we're gonna need in the end. Oh, wait, where's the one that's falling? Stop falling. Stop clipping into the things. Gosh, dang it. Everything is just so chaotic and hard to control and understand in here. Oh, man. No wonder we're barely surviving. Okay, we'll come in here. We need gold and copper out of these things. There's a couple golds. We'll take a couple of those. We'll take 1 extra just to make sure I have enough. And then we need the copper. Do we not have copper? Oh, God. Please don't tell me we don't have copper. Oh, jeez. We got 1 copper ore. How much? I need 2 copper ores. Oh, no. We got to go find copper. In one of the most complicated, ridiculous chains of events, the one thing we don't have is perhaps one of the most commonly found ones ever known to man. We only needed, what, 3 or 2? 2. Just to clear out the space there. Also, I got a little overzealous and got, like, way more gold than we need. We only needed the 1 gold. So we'll put the other golds back. Put a couple gold in there. Now we go and find the copper, and it's gonna be somewhere. We'll find it. You can go in. Where's the giant tube that always seems to have stuff for us? Right in here. Got the rocks of destiny, presumably, that we could find. I don't need titanium. I need copper. Please show us the copper. Yeah, there we go. Well, there's our copper. It's tempting to just continue finding copper at this juncture because we are gonna need it so bad. We just always need more copper. It's ridiculous that we can't find more of it. It seems like if it's just wantonly weeping out of the walls like it is, then perhaps we could just find some way to tap in and make it like you would, like, collecting maple syrup. It's just gonna blow us up. We'll just accept our fate here. Okay, that wasn't so bad anyway. But if it's just gonna come out of the walls as though it were just desperate to be released from the stones around us, that we could just, like, tap into it like maple syrup, and let's put, like, a little spigot that we could just turn and get the copper out of it. It would seem possible, but alas, that's not the logic of this world. The logic of this world being one of random number generation that just provides things with largely with disregard to whether you need it or not. It's just only going to provide things for you, and you can either accept the provisions with grace and aplomb, or you can go on random long rants and diatribes such as what I'm doing right now, proving that I have chosen the less understanding and functional approach to possible reactions, and instead pick that which is nothing but the depression and annoyance of a man who does not have the patience for games as they are made nowadays, and yet continues to play because he doesn't want solutions. He simply wants an excuse to complain about the world as it is and to demonstrate his own personal superiority and as far as knowledge and ideas goes, regardless of how erroneous that may be.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So anyway, we're gonna make the copper wire now, and then we can make the computer chips. So if we do that, then we can make ourselves a computer chip. And we have that, and so now we just need titanium. We can make the gold and the coppers and stuff go away. These can go away. Need how much more we need 3 titaniums, so we need just 2 more of the titaniums, which is still in abundance for us, despite the fact that we've largely... Hold on, if I wanted to do this, can we unclip and unclip? There we go. So we've got that. Now we'll go into our vehicle upgrade station, and we can build ourselves the upgrades and climb the ladder and create the module of destiny here with our creative wonders. If we want to make this, where does this go? How do I make this? I have the resources. Where does it go? Is it not? Am I mistaken? Does it not go in here? Why can we not construct it? The confusion is as upsetting as it is complete for me. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong of trying to make it. Does it build in the moon pool to upgrade docked vehicles? So we're in the moon pool. I don't know that I understand why this isn't working. No, climb the ladder. Why? Okay, hold on. We get confused and perhaps even a little scared. I am inside the moon pool, and you will not allow me to construct this. Perhaps if I leave the... Perhaps if we get this just out of the way for a second.
All systems online.
So if we bring that there, perhaps just opening up and giving ourselves space to work will be the difference maker. And we can see what happens next. This is confusing and upsetting. I don't understand why this won't work. Doesn't... Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know why that's the one spot, but this is the one spot that it appears that it can... Oh, we could put it here too. This feels like a logical place to me to put it right there. It's like central and makes sense to me. Okay, alright, we've got it. That was complicated and confusing, and there was very little done to reassure me that things would still work out. But alack and alas, we're there now, and so we can come in here and walk around, and we make the grand beautiful upgrades. If we use the console. Why are we not using the console? What's happening? Oh, geez. Okay, wait. Vehicle. Oh, wait. How do we... Oh, we can change the colors, which is, I suppose, fun in its own right. We can make it bright blue and green. I suppose that's great in its own right, but this also doesn't help me trying to make the interior color. It would be nice if they would give us the ability to, you know, match colors and stuff, but alack and alas. But it's fine. We'll just go with our... It's very metallic when we do that. If we make it a metallic gold. There we go. We have ourselves a green and gold. Submarine name. The Butt Moth. As we have the vehicle upgrade. Oh, use the fabricator. There we go. Okay. Oh god, there's so many things that we can do with this. Holy crap. Okay. Oh man. Okay, so we can, once we can make the prawn suit, and then we could do... Okay. Oh golly. Okay. Torpedo systems. And okay. Oh my god, there's so much that we can do to this thing. It's overwhelming. Okay, engine efficiency module to produce power and efficiency. Moth prong compatible. I don't know that I need to worry about that one. Hopefully hardens the chassis before collision. Okay. What if we just depth modules? These are the ones that I'm more interested in, I believe. Solar module, perimeter defense system, generalized local field design, Moth sonar, communicate system for detecting and displaying topographical data on the HUD. I don't know that I need that. The torpedo system will probably be helpful at some point. Okay, so if we make the Moth depth modules, if we wanted to do that, that would be a good thing probably for us to make. So let's go grab ourselves if we want. So we need titanium and glass, titanium ingots, if we have enough titanium for such an upgrade. That would be super. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 does the trick. We have ourselves glass. We have enameled glass. We want to make regular glass. Need like quartz or something. Hold on. Make ourselves the ingots. Which is great. And so we can have that. And then if I want to make glass, I need quartz. Do we have the quartz? Please have the quartz prepared and ready to go. We've got one. And no others. Dang it. Okay, so we need quartz. No quartz in there. Okay, so we go to find the quartz. Should be quick and easy. I feel as though quartz is to be found in abundance within this sphere of planetary we've found ourselves in here. Just going around and finding the sharp, pointy rocks of quartz hasn't always been difficult, but now that I'm actually searching for it, we may find it more difficult. Okay, especially if we're gonna have explodey boys coming after us, as they are wont to do, because they'd have nothing better to do except die, and that's sad in a way, but also it's a weird fish, and it does beg the question, what's the function of this defense and attack mechanism? They don't appear to be pack animals, living in solitary little homes that they dig for themselves, and then when it's presumably when they feel it's threatened is when they charge, and then they explode themselves, but there's no pack that they're protecting, nor are they able to return home after such actions, because, well, they're dead. So what they're possibly thinking and doing is beyond me, and why this was a defense mechanism that developed is something that perhaps we'll never know. Much the same as how I will never know where to find quartz. Oh, here we go. There's at least one quartz. Because we need the quartz that has historically seemingly been in abundance, but now that it is what I directly am looking for, we find it not exceptionally present. Okay, that was weird, the rendering of that. Didn't work very well, but that's fine. It doesn't largely matter. We're just looking for quartz. Still not finding any, but we can go ahead and mine anything else we can find, because we've managed to really deplete our resources by constantly making things. As one will do oftentimes when exploring an alien world. After all, it is the human way to find a natural resource and exploit it to its own extinction, if extinction can be an applicable term to a non-living thing. Perhaps extinction almost gives too much credit when you consider that humans will happily do this to these things which can't even live and reproduce. We simply use them up and then wonder why the planet's dying when we've used up every resource. This is too slow. We'll just go back up to the top here and enjoy ourselves a little bit of air. And then we'll go back down and continue searching for the quartz, and then potentially for many other things as we continue to explore and try to upgrade our stuff. Upgrading our vehicles is a tedious chore, but one that every child must do if they wish to leave the nest of mother and father's home. In this situation, our mother and father's home, an analogy for the safe waters that we find ourselves in exchange for the wild and dangerous depths inhabited by weird teleporting creatures that find ways to make our lives remarkably difficult compared to if we didn't have giant monsters to deal with. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and drop one of those, because I would rather have the gold as a less common resource than the metals, although we have successfully burned up our titanium resources through everything, and we'll certainly continue to need more of it as we upgrade things. But at this point, we have so many upgrades that it seems like it might be a worthwhile thing to just kind of keep upgrading all of these things. So we'll come in here and we'll just make ourselves the glass, as we have found a few things of quartz, and we'll just kind of continue to make upgrades.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Come in here and make the quartz, or make the glass from the quartz glass. And we can do that, and then we'll just, because we have the resources here, we'll just make ourselves some titanium from the metals. And so that we give new life, we can make the enameled glass, but we don't need that. So for now, we'll just go and make the depth module and then figure out what we need to do to upgrade that even more. We have found so much good stuff that upgrading as thoroughly as we can seems like it would be a great idea. How do we need 2 glasses? We need 2. That's simply remarkable, and I am filled with rage as I try to figure out if I have enough quartz to make one more thing of glass. I do not. I need 1 more quartz. I'm livid and beside myself. I have to resume finding this quartz, which has historically been outrageously common, to the point of me growing frustrated with how much easier it is to find quartz than diamonds. And now instead I find myself desperately wishing I could find so much more. But then again, now I look like a fool for having found one within seconds of beginning another fresh search. So now one must be forced to ask, who's the real idiot here? Perhaps was I all along. Alack and alas, here's some more quartz. We'll grab this on our hunt for things. Lots of quartz suddenly available, as the game finds reason and excuse to make me look just the stupidest, like the biggest idiot that ever did live. And it's fine, I understand, and I won't even deny the truthiness of such a statement. My only wish is that the game hadn't found it necessary to, make such things so bloody apparent to everyone watching as I wander through here. Go through, use our fabricator, make ourselves some glass, and perhaps now we could go make ourselves some upgrades and stuff. Although for now, I'll also store up as much of these things. Oh wait, no, we need to keep the glass. The glass and the ingots, I believe, is what we needed. But now, I'd be truthful, I don't really remember. So we'll just go make our module, and then we can go from there and store up what we don't need. In here, make the module, and so we have the module, but now we'll go back because we can't upgrade this. We can upgrade it in our thing here and see what we can do for it. As we make this ourselves the most powerful of potential things. Plasteel ingots, magnetite, and enameled glass. I believe we have the magnetite and we have enameled glass. There's magnetite. Put these things away. And then we need to make the plasteel. Hold on, we go in. Perhaps it was this one. We have the enameled glass. What else did we need again? If we wanted to make this, we need... I need 2 magnetites. Do I have a second one, or was it only the one? Might have only been the one. It was, oh, good. Well, thank God we have the second one. Oh, God. That's so nice. Okay, and so if we wanted to make the plasteel, basic plasteel, we need a titanium ingot and lithium. We can with this we can accomplish easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's lead. I know we've got the lithium in one of these. I know we do. I'm gonna take 2 just to be safe. Come in here, and then we make Just the biggest Gordian knot of crap ever again, as always. It's the steps after steps after steps, and makes it as tedious and borderline impossible as possible. But now we have what we need to then come in here and make Mark II, upgrade it as much as possible, and then if we want to make up Mark III, we need plasteel, and we have rubies. I believe we have the rubies, which would be outstanding, although we'll have to get the magnetite or whatever. So we're not quite there. We've got that, yeah, so we're gonna need, right, like, I have that right, it was make the plasteel, oh no, it was just lithium. We could, I think we could accomplish this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in this one, we needed the lithium. 2 of those. We need more titanium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more titaniums. This should be quick and easy. We'll do this. We'll get this as upgraded as possible. It'll be crazy. You'll never even understand just how upgraded this is. Oh, we need to change our battery here. That's why. Where's our battery? Do this one. Yep, there we go. You'll never understand just how crazy easy this is until I'm done with it. But we just got to find some titanium, which is a pretty easy thing for us to find. In fact, I think I have a bunch of it just like sitting around waiting to be collected up inside of the big giant tube over here. The giant tube of destiny over here. We should have plenty of titanium just sitting around because I didn't need it all in different times. There's our 3 titaniums. We'll go ahead and make this thing up, and then we'll have the depth module like nobody's business, and then we can work on making other modules and doing more exploration on the next episode. Because that's how we do things around here. We do it piecewise, piecemeal, and peace of mind and body and soul. And we can go on with our lives, our minuscule, hardly important, or even recognizably worthwhile lives. We make things and just have fun with it and try to pretend that we have reasons for things. Hold on, I'm gonna just handle that right for now. And we'll come over here, and we needed the rubies. I needed 2 rubies, I believe it was. I think that's all we need. So now we should be able to, wait, hold on, what am I? Oh, we needed 3 rubies. Luckily, I have even 3 of them. 3 of them, 3 rubies that we have stolen from the depths around us. We upgrade. And now our thing is great at going all over the place. Hold on, I need to eat some food here. Let's eat. And Lord, we eat more. More like the gluttonous, starving man we are. Or woman. It's unclear whether we're playing as Belinda right now or not. It's never been addressed either necessarily in-game or by me specifically what's happening. And that's fine. Our beautiful green vehicle. Now prepared to be going super deep and in for future crush depth now 900 meters. Borderline impenetrable, and certainly more worth our time now than ever before. And with that, we'll say thank you for joining us. We love and appreciate every single person ever involved with the watching or the participating with these videos. When exploring the depths, be sure to mine to oblivion, because while it might destroy the environment for us to, hold on, I'm gonna this needs to be butt moth. There we go. That's much more appropriate. That's much more accurate to our, there we go, the butt moth. It's perfect. And so, but make sure you mine everything into complete and utter oblivion any chance you get, because resources are best wasted in your inventory than sitting making a healthy ecosystem that you then might later have to go and carve into and all of that. So, like, you know, just be aware of that in future times always. And that's the advice that you would best live by now. We love you, and we'll see you in future episodes. Goodbye. Goodbye again. Goodbye. Or if you're still here, you can hang out for my pointless ramblings, because I like to just not leave you in complete and utter silence when, you know, the, like, watch this video stuff comes up. like all of the subtle reminders that it helps me tremendously if you like and subscribe and comment, so that it drives, interactions up and makes the algorithms think that my time is worth your time.